So today I want to talk about one of the key factors that impact your plant growth, and that is light. If you're a plant lover like me and have a not so sunny living situation, adding some artificial light can really be a game changer. I live in an apartment with terrible lighting, and in the winter months there's pretty much zero direct sunlight. Without supplemental light I couldn't be growing any tropical plants. A couple of years ago I experimented with aquaponic systems to grow tomatoes indoors, and I ended up buying a couple of Mars Hydro TS600 lights. They serve as the main source of light for my plants these days. They're a bit expensive, but they're really well built and have done a great job so far. I've hooked them up to an electric timer, so I don't need to remember to turn them on and off each day. This way my plants are getting just the right amount of light they need. So how much light do plants actually need? Of course it varies depending on the species. My plants get about 9 hours of light per day. Some plants like to be closer to the lights and others are happy to get more shade, so I try to position them in a way that serves them best. Just like we do, plants also need a rest period of complete darkness for roughly 8 hours per day. So if you're planning to fry your plants in full sun for 24 hours a day, they won't grow faster, but they'll actually die. When buying lights for your plants, you can go into two different directions: DIY or ready-made systems. You can buy lights that are professionally designed for growing your plants, or try to create your own system from different components. Word of warning: if you're buying lights for home use, they generally tend to focus on Kelvin and lumens, which are a measure of the color and brightness of the light as we humans see it, and are not specific to the needs of plants. Grow lights, on the other hand, will provide information about the ppfd or PAR, which are measurements used to quantify the light energy available for plant growth, and CRI, which is how accurately the light reproduces colors of the natural sunlight. So what we're looking for is a light with PAR around 400 to 700 nanometers, CRI index as close to 100% as possible, and good energy efficiency so it doesn't consume loads of wattage. The bottom line is that we want the right type and amount of light to stimulate healthy growth, but since these are ornamental plants, we want it to look nice and consume as little energy as possible. And remember, just because something uses a lot of wattage, it doesn't mean that it'll produce a lot of lumens and photosynthetically active radiation. It'll just consume more power and give you a bigger energy bill. I'm just scratching the surface here, so if you'd like me to make a more in-depth video on any of these, please let me know in the comments. Now, I actually have two plant lights, but the setup for the second one wasn't very optimal, so recently I spent a weekend building a custom lamp thingy. After a quick trip to the hardware store, we picked up 3 2-meter long planks of wood and some plywood. The design is very simple. I used the thick and heavy plywood as the base. That's where my big monstera will stay and anchor the stand to the floor. My friends got me a Ryobi kit for my birthday, and it's such a pleasure to use. My previous drill was a crappy supermarket one, so for me it's a serious upgrade. We came up with this pulley system for the lights so it can be angled however we want. When sitting on our sofa, the light shines directly in our eyes and can be very uncomfortable, so I added this extra feature in. After assembling the whole structure, I sanded it down and added some varnish. It's pretty quick drying, but I still left it for a couple of days to fully dry down. And now for the moment of truth. But let's see if the cats like it as well. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with myself, I can't lie. If you're interested in some more details about the light parameters, please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.